Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to It's Game Week. This is Pavan again, and I have Nilesh Bhai back on top of the table. And what an exciting game week, Nilesh Bhai. I actually love the game week. This is one of the game weeks जहाँ पे आपको लगता नहीं है कि मतलब there were exciting matches except for the derby, but some very good matches. Starting from Champions League, PL, and Madrid Derby. I really liked the game week. I really enjoyed. Yep. What's up? कैसे हो?
All good, Vamsi. Uh, it was hello everyone, whoever is listening to. It has obviously been a very engaging game week, I would say, and it had its own ebbs and falls in terms of who plays who in Champions League, in Premier League, and uh, the Madrid Derby in La Liga. But yeah, all in all, it had a good package. It was really engaging to watch this game week after the inter lull, if you
Mhm.
have to call it inter lull in Premier League due to the passing of Her Majesty the Queen.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's start with Champions League then. Like you said, you
yeah.
watched Liverpool versus Ajax, right? How was the game? I haven't
I
got the
think
opportunity.
I think when I saw Liverpool versus Ajax, the only thing what I felt was that Liverpool is by far, I mean, in terms of progression, Liverpool um, is by far a better team than Ajax, because Ajax have sold their best players. They've sold their players for nearly roughly around 200 to 50 million pounds
Mm-hmm.
this season.
Mm-hmm.
So a core of their last season's team is gone. Their coach is gone. It's a very young team. But the
Right.
only thing what I realized that the reason and the only way to keep Liverpool ticking is Thiago. I think
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen. I think within the first 30 seconds of the first 45 seconds of the match,
Mm.
right, the ball is rolled back to Allison, and Allison rolls it back to Thiago, and he makes an amazing crossfield pass. I mean,
Okay. Mm.
it just felt like a painter just brushing through his canvas. It was so beautiful. I like,
Mm.
why don't they make players like this everywhere now?
Mm.
But yes, they are unique. So the game was good. It was a very close game. I mean, trust me, Ajax's goal was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't
Saw the
um,
highlight.
I don't remember the guy who scored the goal, but it was a very well coordinated counter attack.
Mm.
But yes, Liverpool are mentality monsters, as they like
Mm.
to call themselves.
Mm.
Um, they finally get a late winner, and they
Mm.
won the game. But it was, yes, it was good. It was a worthy Champions League night. It was really good.
Yeah, I think it was important for Liverpool to win that game, right? Because they lost
Agree.
against Napoli in the
They
previous
were
game week.
they didn't lose. They were beaten, and then they were wiped the floor with at Naples.
Yeah,
Yeah. What about the Haaland coming together? The Haaland, what do you call it? The Haaland
gosh,
derby?
I mean, like we discussed in the previous episode also, right? He does not need like 7, 8 chances in a game. He just needs like 2, 3, and I mean, if he gets home, I'm like 80+% sure that he'll actually score the goals. And that goal against Dortmund was probably, I mean, I surely wouldn't mind if they gave the best goal of the Champions League already. It was so good, so good. That reminded me of Zlatan's goal when he was playing in MLS, that the acrobat that he does, and amazing goal. Like, I don't know who gave, I think Cancelo gave the assist. Yeah,
Yeah.
like amazing ball. And I, I mean, I don't think I didn't expect him to score that goal, and it was out of the world. Actually, I have no words seeing that goal, and I saw that goal like 100 times already. Um, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, like he. I mean, if there's something that can get City a Champions League, Haaland will be a major part of it. And it'll not just be on him, like Pep was saying. They already have a great midfield. But I think if there's a differential that City has to win the Champions League, it should be Haaland this season.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And before we delve into Haaland, I just wanted to ask: have you seen the kit number of Joao Cancelo? He wears
Seven.
number 7.
7. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Imagine a left back wearing 7. I find it
7.
really weird. I don't
It's
know.
very weird. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, coming back
But
to
do they care? Like, do they care at City about? It's fine, right? I mean, it's
I
very
don't
weird
think
to
so.
see a left back. Yeah,
I mean, I, as a fan, as a spectator who's been watching the game for such a long time, number 7 is someone who always plays higher up the pitch and who's
exactly.
always, you know, the guy in the team. But
It's usually
if
a
City,
winger most
yeah,
of the game.
if City feels he's the David Beckham, so be it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But coming back to Erling Haaland, I think you know what, uh, the People Republic of China, they've
Mm.
already started making replicas of him, but I'm pretty sure they've not yet, cracked the configuration of that robot. I'm
Gosh,
pretty
it's
sure.
outstanding, man. Mm.
I'm pretty sure in next couple of years, my son will have an Erling Haaland doll, with steely red eyes. Maybe
Mm.
um, a javelin, or what do you call that, a sword or something like that
Yeah.
in his hand. They'll make
Mm.
action figures out of him. Man
Mm.
City is going to explore a new value stream out of a
Mm.
new revenue stream out of Erling Haaland. I think Erling Haaland is going to be the
Definitely.
next poster boy of world football after Lionel
I
Messi and
hope.
Cristiano
Yeah, yeah.
Ronaldo retire.
I really also want FIFA to change the poster on
Yeah,
on the disc that they sell. It's Mbappe for long, and I'm not buying FIFA 23 because it has Mbappe on it.
yeah. Mbappe, you heard the new Mbappe story?
I heard in bits and pieces. What was it?
So he um, he did not want to take team photographs with the
Yes,
French
yes.
national team.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh, he said because the brands which endorse the French national team, um, he does not align with them ideologically.
Mm,
That is one of the PR reasons, but maybe the competitors might tell you
right.
don't go and
Mm,
don't even try.
mm,
But that being that, as we spoke about Mbappe in the last podcast as well, right?
yeah,
This is what makes good and great players. This is the minute line of difference.
exactly.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, he has too many distractions right now, although I'm not sure how important or etc. they are, but I think he needs to concentrate on the game more. And
yeah. I don't know why
I
he's
still
getting all the.
strongly feel that he needs to get out of PSG. I I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not
He'll go
sure.
to Liverpool.
Anywhere out of anywhere out of France, I think it'll be at least in Spain or England.
I would definitely not have him at Arsenal. He's too much. He's too big a distraction.
Yeah, not in Arsenal. Yeah, I think,
Uh,
yeah, maybe like City
Imagine
won't
Kylian
definitely
Mbappe.
won't sign him.
Yeah, exactly. People who understand the value of team would never sign a player like Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, correct.
Maybe we are saying this right now. It might change
Mm,
at a later point, but who knows?
yep, yep.
What do you think about the Barca Bayern game?
It was actually a good game. I watched it.
Hmm.
I was expecting Bayern to be, really good like they were last time they met, but Barca were actually really good. I think uh, talked about it, right? Gavi is actually making the difference at
Hmm.
Barca. So and Barca 100% deserve to win the game.
Hmm.
But it is one of those games where Real Madrid used to pull off. They used to be like really
Hmm.
struggling at the end. They used to score one or two goal
Hmm.
and then win the game. So it is like one of those games.
Hmm.
But I shouldn't take away anything from Barca players actually.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm struggling to pronounce his names. There are two French defenders Upamecano and Luka Hernandez.
Hmm.
I think they were driving the game. I mean, Bayern, they used to do that. Defenders used to be very upfront and they used to attack and they used to drive the game. But these two fellas were really good on the pitch. That's what actually reduced the number of chances that Barca got, although they got much more than Bayern.
Hmm.
They were everywhere and they were actually doing well. And
But
Lewandowski struggled.
I
Yeah,
think
he was.
I guess Lewandowski was feeling a little jittery.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I think. See, however professional you are, however superhuman like qualities you might have, you might be the best athlete in the world, but sometimes feelings do kick in,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and those feelings might might switch you off for a moment. He might not have been at his very best,
Mm,
and that might be the reason why we are that was the difference between both the teams, I guess.
I think so. Yeah, he actually gave a statement a couple of days ago that it was very weird for him to come back and go to a different dressing room. So he was definitely affected a little more playing against other team, playing against the team that he used to play for long. So yeah, I think he's gonna develop eventually. But Barca is actually doing really well this season. Uh, Hate to say that, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a healthy competition. I think Biscuits
Yeah,
is retiring after this season, so
yeah.
it's gonna
And
again.
just one point on Lewandowski thing. You know what I feel, Lewandowski going back to Bayern is just like someone going back to their ex girlfriend's house, but not to speak to the girlfriend, maybe
Yeah.
speak to the sister.
That is an interesting, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
and
so.
sit in the drawing room feeling all awkward.
घर वालों से मिलने जा रहा है कि कैसे हो.
हाँ, क्या हो गया? पहले मैं बड़ी दीदी के साथ था, बड़ी बहन के साथ था, अब मैं छोटी बहन के साथ हूँ.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
coming back to Sergio Busquets. Oh God, what a story! What a footballer, man.
I agree. He was outstanding. His career was outstanding. He was
One
really
of,
good.
I think he's one of the most decorated footballers in
Hmm.
in 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 world football. I mean,
Hmm.
outstanding.
Hmm.
I read a quote somewhere that if you are watching the game, you will not watch Busquets.
Hmm.
But if you're watching Busquets, you're watching the game.
Hmm.
I
Ah,
think that was one of,
that's a
I
good,
don't
good.
know,
Yeah.
it was Vicente del Bosque, one of the former Real Madrid coaches,
Hmm.
the bald guy with,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
uh, I think it was him who quoted and it blew my mind. And I agreed to whatever he said, that Sergio Busquets was like,
Hmm.
the anchor of all the great Barca teams,
Yeah.
in recent past. He's always
Agreed.
been there.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was about Barca's match. I think Bayern were just or Barca were unlucky to actually take that match away. Otherwise, they at least deserved a draw. We talked about City and Dortmund. Haaland's amazing goal. Did you watch the goal? You must have watched it, right?
Yeah, yeah. On loop.
Yeah,
Holland, Holland, Holland.
we should play in that chant. Yep.
Yeah.
And one more match that was interesting was Madrid versus Leipzig. Um, I think it was a fairly, um,
Even match.
yeah, even match. Madrid were defending well. It was,
Madrid won the game, right? 2
yeah,
nil
Madrid
or
won the
something.
game 2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I would say not a, super interesting match. It was mostly like possessing and trying to score goals on either side. But so one thing I can talk about is actually Asensio scoring
Hmm.
and his future at Madrid, right?
So
Asensio
do you think
scored the
he'll
goal.
stay?
I
There
don't
are
think he's dead.
there are rumors he might go to Barcelona.
Yeah, there are rumors that he might go to Barcelona, and a lot of Madrid fans are like furious about it. I'm not sure why. See, I think it's good to get rid of him wherever he goes. He is
Hmm.
good. He's amazing, but it's not amazing, but he's not at par with the starting 11 of Madrid. and he had enough chances for like 5 years, and he had an injury in like for one season he couldn't play. But he had his opportunities to prove himself. Um, Although that's how he came into the scene. He scored like amazing goals in Champions League. But now I think he's not gonna be or get better at Madrid. I really don't care if he goes to Barcelona. So yeah, there are rumors about it, but yeah, I think it's better for Madrid to get rid of him as in any way that they can.
You know what? A player like Marcos Asensio should maybe choose a club like Brighton,
Mm,
or maybe Leeds. No, not Leeds. Maybe some mid table club in Premier League. Bump up his salary, come to
mm,
England, spend some time here, maybe a couple of years,
mm,
get injured,
mm.
lay around in the beach, and then go back to Spain.
Yeah.
I
I think
I've
he
seen
might do
enough of
well in
Asensio.
yeah, I think he might do well in any of the not any, but few top six teams as well, if given an opportunity.
Maybe he can go to Spurs if he wants.
Yeah, maybe Spurs or
I don't give a rat's ass if he goes to Spurs. Uh,
Spurs or United were actually chasing him for quite some time. I don't know why
yeah, yeah,
he,
he can go to United as well. Bye
yeah.
bye. I would come all the way from India to Madrid, pick him up, drop him at United. Like, take care.
Yeah, that reminded me of Lingard at United.
Oh,
So
किसका
he
नाम
was
ले लिया
so
तुमने यार?
Subha, Subha. So he was so bad. But remember last season at West Ham, he was at West Ham, right?
last season.
Yeah, last to last season he was at West
Last
Ham.
season he was warming bench at United.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was good at West Ham actually.
He was
So
awesome. I
yeah.
actually, I was, I remember Arsenal were playing West Ham
Mm,
at the West Ham Stadium, at the
mm,
London Stadium,
mm,
and he was just cutting through the defense all by the match ended 3-3.
mm,
It was a good match, but
mm.
man, he was crazy. He
Yeah,
was, I think, in his prime, and he should have fucking stayed at West Ham.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was
he
on loan
won.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, he should have just said, okay, fine, buy me
He,
whatever 10, 15, 20 million.
exactly.
Stay, I'll stay, no problem.
That would have actually helped West Ham this season as well. This
Yeah.
season, last season.
Now he's gone. Now he's taken a year contract at Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest. I don't know. I mean, will they get I think they might get relegated despite
They
spending
signed.
so much.
They signed 21 players. They
Exactly.
spent 150 million. I think out of 21, 11 are on loan.
Okay. Hmm.
JC Lingard has got a 1 year contract,
Hmm.
so he's
Hmm.
just there to chill around. Maybe he's not even in the starting lineup these days.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know
Yeah,
why they're not playing him, but it's very weird. I don't know what's
I
going on
think,
at Forest.
and I think this is a great segue into it's a great segue to talk about the Premier League games this weekend.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
What do you
you saw
think are
any
the
games?
interesting ones? I think I watched highlights of all games. I haven't watched any. Wait, City played, right? City
So City
played.
played Wolves.
Yeah, I watched City versus Wolves. Yeah.
The game became boring because it's so what I feel is, despite all the technically sound players they have,
Mm.
watching City can really be boring. Trust me.
City can be boring. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that statement in a long time.
No, no.
Why do you think it's boring?
So the thing is that the other team never gets the ball.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
City always have the ball. They are
Mm.
like 70% possession. They always play in small triangles. You can there is always, you know you if there's a game of City versus anyone, it's always City dominating the other team.
Mm.
Whereas in other games, even if Liverpool, right, the way Liverpool plays, it opens up chances for any team to counter attack them.
Right.
But the fact that they have got big defenders like Van Dijk and Matip at the back,
Mm.
and their midfield runs, uh,
Mm.
counter presses in a very efficient manner,
Mm.
that makes them a very interesting watch. I love watching Liverpool. I just when Liverpool plays City, that becomes a very feisty game.
It was the most exciting game, I think, in the past 3-4 years.
In
I think City versus
in
Liverpool.
yeah, last two 3 seasons, yes.
Yeah,
City Liverpool, both the fixtures, home away. So
doesn't matter.
Aston Villa played Southampton. It was a boring game. Aston Villa
Aston
should
Villa
not have
won.
won.
I think
Should not
they
have
should
won.
not have
But
won.
yeah, they got a goal. It was a very dead game, I feel.
Mm.
It was on a Friday night, so I was actually switching between Nottingham Forest and Fulham. They were playing at the same time.
I
Nottingham
think
Forest versus Fulham. Fulham won, but that was a much better game than Aston Villa and
I think
Southampton.
that was an exciting game. I think Forest
Yeah.
scored a couple of goals.
Yes.
Mm.
Nottingham Fulham scored three.
Mm.
I think Fulham will stay up. They've got good players.
I think yeah, Fulham, yeah,
I'm
will
not
be
sure
good
about
this
Nottingham
season.
Forest.
I'm like pretty
So
sure
so
they might be
before we end this segment, we'll take predictions into the teams which are getting relegated from EPL.
relegated. Okay,
Yeah. So
I'm
Brighton.
I'm very
No,
much with Forest.
before we end the segment, we'll go through all the matches and
Okay,
then we'll.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So Brighton Crystal Palace was postponed, and it was already being postponed before the Queen's death as well, because there was some
Mm.
rail strike on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah, I was sad because I got like two Brighton players in my FPL team, and
yeah.
then that's when I got the news that it is postponed. Then I got to know like more games are getting postponed, so it was like okay, fine.
Newcastle Bournemouth. It was a good game. I mean, yeah, I
I
kind of
actually
like.
expected more Newcastle to be,
Exactly.
win or like be in. I think Bournemouth are a little bouncing
I
back.
think I think something has changed in Bournemouth the moment they sacked their manager,
Hmm.
and they bought the assistant coach. He's doing a good job, and they've won a game. They drew this game.
Hmm.
They're doing
Wow,
well.
gosh, I think they was so horrible. Like probably the worst start to their season.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? They play City, they play Arsenal, they play Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
All three games back to back.
Hmm.
City beat them 4-0, Arsenal beat them 3-0, Liverpool beat them 9-0.
Hmm. That's bad. Okay, most exciting game in PL.
I think the most
Spurs.
exciting game was Spurs Leicester, because it
Yeah.
was it was on the edge till the first half, but
Hmm.
some very lethargic uh, uh, play by their defensive midfielder Wilfred NDD ended
Hmm.
up giving the ball to Bentancur. I just
Hmm.
like the ring of the name Bentancur.
Takur.
Yeah, and he scores, and then Heung Min Son comes and scores 3 goals in 13 minutes, and
Gosh, I was actually I watched the first half. I stopped, and then I around 60th minute or somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, like it's an exciting game." I started watching, and gosh, such amazing finishes. There were a lot of rumors that Son is finished, and
no,
he
no,
might
no, no.
not.
You know the actual thing. You know the
Hmm,
reason why? Because I think Son is dating Antonio Conte's daughter.
he is.
I don't know. It's my speculation, but I think
Oh, that's why he's not
Conte,
on the team.
yeah, Conte approves it to the media. He always tells that if I want to get my daughter married, I
Hmm.
would find a boy like Son. But internally, he's like, "Oh, you sweet little cunt.
Hmm.
You just smile way too much."
Hmm.
Yeah, and you remember you saw those goals. The first goal was from the right foot in the top corner. The
Yeah,
second goal was from left foot in the top corner.
yeah,
The last player I saw who could do this from both the fields was Santi Cazorla.
yep,
Oh, Santi Cazorla. Yeah. And the last game was no, there was a game on this Brentford v Arsenal. Arsenal blew Brentford out of the park.
right.
And the most important part about that game, apart from Saliba, Gabriel Jesus, and Fabio Vieira scoring, it was that Arsenal gave chance to a 15-year-old boy,
Oh yeah, like what do you think
Ethan.
about that? Is it just a PR stunt, or he?
So
I haven't watched it.
so if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Mm.
It's as simple as that.
Mm.
Uh, Wayne Rooney was given his debut at 16.
Yeah. Mm.
The only criticism what Arsenal is getting, that he's not even 16. He's still a kid. He still goes to school. So once you're 16, right,
Yeah.
you become a professional footballer.
Correct.
That's a job.
Correct.
Right now, he's going to school. So that's the only criticism they're facing. But if you're 15 and a half and you can play with the big boys, why not? Huh? Why not?
Agreed. Like there's no reason why he shouldn't be playing.
Why he shouldn't be playing? And the media has just blew it out of the out of the
Yeah,
water.
there was a lot of this thing against the coach. I don't remember who, but somebody on one of the sports channels or sport
Talk
TVs.
sport. So there's this guy
Yeah,
called
talk sport.
Jason Kundi.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just went on that Arteta is an maniac and whatnot. I mean, what the fuck? You don't see, it's international break. I understand. You need to fill in your radio slots. You need some content to talk.
Mm,
Manchester United are doing well. Liverpool
mm,
won their last game. City are kicking everyone out of the park.
mm,
Spurs won. Who else? Chelsea also. I think they won their last game. No, they drew their last game.
mm,
They didn't have anything to talk. Acha, Arsenal, Maro,
mm.
and it was all wild up agenda. We don't care.
Yeah.
I remember uh, this famous quote from one of those old Arsenal managers, George Graham. He would always say, "It's always us versus them.
Mm.
It's always Arsenal versus the media." So
It
whatever.
is.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then the last game was Everton v West Ham. Everton won the game. Neil Mope scores his debut, scored
He
his
scored on the
first
game.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, he was in my FPL. I sold him. I
Like.
sold him, and I bought someone else. I think I bought I don't know. I bought someone else, and I was
Mm.
like beating myself up. Kyun, kyun, kyun.
Haaland and De Bruyne, sir. Like this season, let's talk about FPL at the end. But yeah, Haaland and De Bruyne.
But I feel
Sticking with them.
we'll talk about FPL at a later point. So
Yeah.
this is all about PL. Now we're in the international break. We've got 2 weeks of hiatus, nothing to do. I mean, apart in footballing world, obviously,
Yeah.
there's some stupid nation league games going on. Not interested to watch.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Give me your
so
relegation teams. Three teams.
relegation, 3 teams: Bournemouth, Nottingham
Mm.
Forest,
Mm.
Bournemouth,
You think Leicester
Nottingham.
will get relegated?
Just, just don't let me look at the table.
Yeah.
Uh, I said Bournemouth. I said
Forest.
Nottingham Forest, and I fear for uh, Leicester.
I think Leicester, like it happened like in 2014 or 15, they might just come back at the end of the season or like there are
Yeah,
more like 30 game weeks, right? So they might just make the cut. I'm like Bournemouth and Forest. I don't know. I think West Ham might get relegated, which is a big statement to make. But yeah,
uh,
just
even I was thinking about uh, Bournemouth. Sorry, West Ham.
West Ham.
Uh, that they might get relegated, but
Mm.
again, I've seen enough from West Ham that they might scrape it to 16th.
They might. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very. But yeah, I like how we are confident of Bournemouth and Nottingham. So let's see. Yeah,
Nottingham Forest is screwed.
yeah. I
Uh,
think they already did a mistake at the start of the season itself.
it's like you marry 4 women at the same time and you don't know what to do with them now. सेक्स भी नहीं कर सकते यार, एक साथ 4 के साथ कैसे करेंगे?
लाइक आपके रेफरेंसेस गर्लफ्रेंड या फिर बीवियों पे जाता है. I like
अब
that
हम
very very
I'm sorry, I
uh,
mean बच्चे सुनेंगे पॉडकास्ट, बट ठीक है.
ठीक है यार मतलब तुम्हें तो जानते ही हैं आजकल के बच्चे दे आर मच अहेड ऑफ अस. Okay, next
But
segment.
Madrid Derby.
Wow, I, amazing game. Anyways, Atletico were not so good on paper. They
No,
had
no,
multiple
no, no.
injuries. Mm.
Talk to me. What happened before the game? What instigated Koke? What
Yes.
instigated the Madrid Atletico fans? And then what happened in the game? And what happened post the game?
So, you know this Spanish TV channel, right? A TV show, El Chiringuito. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I know the guy who just screams and talks about Madrid, Barca.
No, I don't know.
So there's
I don't
this.
know.
I'll send you a link. So, okay, so
Okay.
there's this. So there was this guest on that TV show, Bravo.
Hmm.
For his full name. So he talks about Vinny's. What do you call?
Dance.
Yeah. So celebration after the goal. He says that Vinny should stop dancing like a monkey says in Spanish. I'm not sure if it's a correct translation. That's what I've read. So he says that he should stop dancing like a monkey and then start concentrating on his goals and stuff. That is actually a very weird statement to make, given the hint of racism there, and also given that Vinny is actually performing at his best. So he says that um, that blew up because of the racist remarks that it has, and that actually became a sensation, and Vinicius was getting support all around, like every Brazilian, French player, everybody were actually supporting that he should continue dancing. You might have seen Neymar's tweet, you might have
Yeah.
seen Jesus tweet, like
Jesus.
everybody,
Yes.
yeah. Even Jesus actually danced after Arsenal goal. I saw
Yeah.
that. It was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, it was actually nice. Yeah, I was having fun. So, and then Mr. Koke comes into the picture and says, it might actually be a problem if Vinny dances at Vanda
Huh.
Metropolitano.
Huh.
I have no idea why Koke had to get involved. It
Yeah.
was ridiculous. Now, to start with, it was a ridiculous statement. I can't believe. So that happened. So you might say that the Bravo was just probably saying not to dance him like a monkey. He didn't have any racist this thing behind and all. Even if that is the case, so that led to so many things. Right now, it depends on how people actually conceive it. Now, before the start of the match, there were a bunch of famous group. I forgot the name of Atletico fans, and they started racist chants, legit racist chants against Vinicius. As soon as the bus came or entering the
Hmm.
stadium, they were like all racist chants, calling him a monkey and stuff. um that happened, and Koke's statement before that, and it was just ridiculous. I was so waiting for Vinicius to score and dance,
Hmm.
and you should
He
have
didn't
seen the
score, I
match.
guess, right?
He didn't score.
Hmm.
He didn't score. But you should have seen the match. It was
Rodrigo had Rodrigo scored, right?
Yeah, Rodrigo scored and Valverde scored.
Uh,
Yeah, it was a beautiful match because right now, see, uh, the every team, I think it has a title tiny bit of toxicity when there's a scorer, like you had in Liverpool, you had in Madrid, you have everywhere, where probably Salah doesn't pass to Mane. Mane will be disappointed. He went onto the bench, banged and stuff. So it used to be there. Like every team has that now. I thankfully don't see that at Madrid right now. Um, since Benzema is injured, Valverde is playing right wing,
hmm.
and Vinny and Rodrigo are actually playing in the front, right?
Hmm.
So the build-up was so good, and Atletico were nowhere near in the first half, at least. Uh, they were totally controlling the ball.
Hmm.
They were not able to create chances, and even if they tried to create chances, there were no players in the front to actually finish. It was bad. So, and that's when I think Madrid were really good. So there was this goal by Valverde, which Vinicius hit and hit the post and came back,
Hmm.
and Valverde finishes it. So that goal was actually, it's a build up. Every player in the team actually had the pass there. So it was
Oh,
an
wow.
amazing build up.
Hmm.
And what I loved about the match is Vinicius actually enjoyed the goals much more than the goal scorers. So after the goal, I don't know why the camera was on Vinicius, and he was dancing on his own.
Hmm.
And Rodrigo started dancing as soon as he scored. Valverde with his meditation celebration,
Ah,
pretty cool. Again, sir, Valverde is making
oh
his
God.
statement again. He was everywhere, like we discussed. I think
Yeah.
we'll talk about it every week.
Yeah.
His finish was on point. He was very far. He was like, I don't know, like around like 20-30 meters far. He came running to that ball and he
Hmm.
finished on point. It was a very tight finish. Amazing goal. Yeah, I think thanks to this guy, Unique Calafat, he's the youth policy guy at Madrid. I think
Hmm.
he did an amazing job. And yeah, I should give credit to Chaumani in that in the Rodrigo's first goal.
Hmm.
It is a very calm assist. It
Hmm.
was very well thought.
I
I mean,
think I think he lobbed the ball
yeah, he
over the
lobbed the ball.
defenders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh,
It's a very it's what do you
uh,
say, classic finish that I would expect from probably an experienced 30-year-old
uh,
footballer who's been in his prime and all. So that is a
like Luka
amazing.
Modric.
Yeah, probably Modric. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cruz and Modric still on the pitch going ahead.
Uh,
But I am very satisfied. You always had that worry about what if these guys retire or move,
uh,
right? I don't think I'm not that worried, or Madrid fans should
mhm.
worry that much right now. We are actually targeting Bellingham, Jude Bellingham, English player.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, he plays for Dortmund.
Yeah,
A,
everybody's
a lot.
targeting him, but yeah,
Yeah, Liverpool.
yeah,
I think
City,
United also wanted him.
yeah. But I think he is the perfect replacement for Modric if we ever need one.
Yeah, the best part about Jude Bellingham is that I think he's always available for the ball. He always
Hmm.
wants the ball, and he played very
Yeah,
well against City as well.
City. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what else do we have?
That's it from Derby at least. It's just sad to see the
The
racism
Queen
still
die?
taking place. Queen die. Yeah, definitely it affected my FPL team.
Yeah.
Yeah, the racism still in place. And so
Yeah.
Atletico actually took action on those on that group. They are
Fans.
banned.
Uh,
Uh, that's what should have been done. Madrid, Real did it in the past once for a similar group. So I think that is actually a good way to you know click it.
got it.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say Gavi and Pedri were best of the bunch. I was just checking my notes. Yeah, Gavi and Pedri. I forgot to mention Pedri, where I think
In the
they
in
are
the in the Barca Bayern game.
in the Barca Bayern match. Yeah.
Uh,
Yep. Should we talk about FPL?
FPL.
Yes.
Yes.
How was your week?
It was a good week actually.
It was. Wait,
Yeah.
let me share my screen. I think we are done with the matches, I guess, for this
Yeah, yeah,
week.
yeah.
I think I like that. So pretty decent.
The only bad thing was that I put Ederson on the bench and put Henderson in goal, and he got pumped for 2 goals.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
3 goals.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. I played a wild card, and I took chances on taking Ward Prowse and Rias starting. I think it was I would say, I mean, I had only like 4 players playing or
Hmm.
5 players playing before this. I think it's still a decent game week. At least I think
So
I
you
came
still
to
got 60
first
points.
60. Yeah, just above average, sir. मतलब 50
No,
पॉइंट
no,
और 60 है.
I got average. वो
You
मेरे
got
लिए अच्छा
average.
है.
अच्छा.
Okay, Mikkel,
But
you.
you're actually, because we're discussing more, I think you're actually making changes and doing things this season. पहले हम बना के we used to छोड़ देते थे. If you remember, like
No, but I still, I mean, like, I make a conscious decision to
mhm,
uh, change my team every week.
mhm,
Just open my team.
yeah.
You see this? I put
Mhm.
Ederson on the bench and put Henderson in goal.
Oh,
I didn't.
Why do you
I
have two goalkeepers who play like right now? See, I thought like one goalkeeper is enough to
I
save
think
money somewhere else. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Mm. You have your wild card still?
I still have a wild card. I didn't play my
Yeah.
wild card.
Probably after
Mm.
the break, you can try that.
No, I think after the international break.
Uh, oh, there'll be World Cup again, right?
Yeah, so I
But
think in
this
the
season
World
you
Cup.
have two wild cards. I think one is before the World Cup and one is after the World Cup.
No,
So
I think after the World Cup you have unlimited transfers again
yeah,
for
yeah,
this
yeah,
season.
yeah. Kind of wild card only. Yeah, but yeah,
I had hopes on Gordon,
mm,
but Gordon screwed up. I think Mitrovic should have got at least a couple of assists for his
exactly.
goals.
I thought, yeah, just
Uh,
yeah,
but he has got pre-assist in all the three goals.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wish there were points for that.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm pretty much fixed on this team. I already made my transfer. I got McAllister in. I saw him
Yeah.
play, and I think he was really good. He and
I think
Gross.
McAllister is a good footballer. I don't know why
Yeah,
no one is picking him up.
yeah. So I sometimes see the match to scout my FPL team. I don't know what. So yeah, I think
No,
McAllister and
I watch football. I mean, Brighton. I just feel how will Chelsea play? Will they take care
Brighton.
of Graham Potter? I feel
Mm,
bad for Graham Potter.
that's gonna be an interesting match. When is it? Anytime soon?
Uh, Chelsea, whom are they playing? They're playing Crystal Palace away.
This week?
Oh,
Let's see. Let's
it's a
see.
London. It's a London derby.
London Derby. Liverpool is
Yeah,
playing Brighton.
Liverpool playing
Oh, there is
Brighton.
a Manchester Derby as
There's the
well.
Manchester derby as well.
I
Ah,
no idea. Interesting.
or
Oh, there
Ga-
is a London. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about
there's
List
a
London Derby. Yeah, yeah.
North London derby.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
talk about this in the next podcast.
yes. I'm gonna watch that match. Gosh,
Uh,
it's 4:30 a.m. for me, sir.
yes,
Sorry. It's too
it's
much. I
5
I am
a.m.
waking up at like 7 a.m. to watch football and F1, but
Hmm,
4:30 thoda
ज़्यादा हो
might be
जाता है.
matlab, that's when I sleep. I go to sleep at 2 o'clock or something. So
Man, I
yeah,
think वैसे भी सैटरडे है सोना मत क्या करोगे सो के.
Arsenal Spurs देखने के लिए.
Obviously, it's the biggest match on the Premier League calendar.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm excited for this match though. I want to see. I mean, you want to predict?
No, next podcast.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of time actually.
Yes,
1st October. Yeah, we can do that. Sounds good.
yeah.
Yes. I think that's it. Let's see who will win our league. Let's see the league ones. It's
League, don't look
32
at the league
points.
tables. Ours. Oh, this one. Oh, that
Yeah,
you're talking about the table. I was
our
very
league table.
careful. Arsenal is on top.
Yeah, yeah. That I think. Yeah, that is.
People
They got
can,
back on top. Yeah.
yeah, people can, stay where they are.
Oh, this. Oh, yeah. I think they'll still be on top if they win and also City wins, right?
Yes, if they keep winning
Oh yeah,
henceforth,
because Arsenal is already on top. Yeah.
yeah, if they keep winning henceforth, we'll win the Premier League.
So did Arsenal actually play any top six teams except for
Man
United?
United, only Man United.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Uh,
Let's see.
so we had a game against we no so in October we've got Tottenham, we've got Liverpool, we've got Chelsea,
Mm.
and we had
Oh,
City as well, but City's game has been moved indefinitely, and they are putting Arsenal v PSV in the one Europa League game on the same day.
okay. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a very hectic months for
for
footballers. Yeah, I'm
it's
sure
going
how
to be
they can.
hectic. It's going to be a hectic month for footballers. It's going to be a hectic month for fans. It's going to be a hectic month for podcasters also.
Yes,
We need to churn out content,
yes,
on the fly every 3 days because there'll be
yeah,
a plethora of matches to cover.
yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Let's do that. Let's do that as much as possible. Okay, I think we're done for today. Thank
Yep.
you. I'll stop
Thank
the
you so much,
recording.
Vamsi.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. All our four viewers, जिसमें से दो view मेरे हैं. Hello. uh, see you all. Bye bye. Let's stop
Yeah.
recording.